Can we exchange this coffee for some wine? Wait, am I supposed to be working right now? Good morning. It is episode 9 of the Nerd Notions podcast, title to be determined once I finish all of the parts of it. This is a podcast where I'm driving to work and rambling on about whatever pop culture, news, thoughts, inspirations I'm feeling. It is Monday, July 16th. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15th, I think. July 15th. And it was a fucking crazy weekend, guys. Holy shit. I feel like half of all known celebrities are dead. That they all died over the weekend. R.I.P. Shelley Duvall, Richard Simmons, Shannon Doherty. Oh, man. Holy shit. I remember I've seen The Shining. I think is probably the only thing with Shelley Duvall that I've watched. And I don't know that much about her. But R.I.P. Richard Simmons, I remember the iconic exercise videos and his spunky personality. But even growing up, I think I was very much on the tail end of that. And then, he's just largely been missing in action as far as I know for the last, 20, 30 years. Shannon Doherty, so sad. I was a little too young for 90210. My sister loved the show, and so I did see some of it growing up. And then Charmed, I watched a little bit here and there also. Those would be the two shows that I'm most familiar with her. It's just so sad. Like, she fought so hard and for so long, and she was so young. And, her death is really, all three of them for sure. Shelley Duvall is, kind of an older era, as is Richard Simmons. But Shannon Doherty is closer to, my personal pop culture zeitgeist, so that one hits a little harder. So sad. And then, the celebrities are all dropping dead, and then our former president, hopefully not next president, has an assassination attempt on him. Oh boy. I'll keep my comments on that short because I don't want to be an asshole. But what a fucking weekend, man. I am tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I did not sleep well because it was hot and humid in our house. I had a lot of weird dreams. And I think the last dream that I remember was I was trying to, do you ever have to, in real life, go to the bathroom, but you're asleep, so your dreams kind of become you needing to go to the bathroom? So that was kind of the one that ended my dream cycle, was I had to go number 2. And there was just kind of this open air poop station, if you will. And so I don't know. I'm tired. I need more coffee. So this is going to be segment number 1. And also I did throw up a post over the weekend about All's Fair, the upcoming Kim Kardashian legal drama, and how Halle Berry and Glenn Close have been brought into the show. Holy shit. This lets you know that this is serious. It will be streamed on Hulu. Hopefully, I think they're going to start production, if they haven't already, this fall. And then, so hopefully the show will roll out April, May-ish, possibly. That would be fucking major. Awesome. I am hoping for a show, or a spring rather, that has the Summer House new season and also this legal drama on Hulu. I know that Summer House is through Peacock, but Hulu is going to have this new Kim K drama, and I'm very, very much excited about it. I cannot fucking wait. So I did a little write-up with more detail on that. If you want to check out my Substack, it's up there. And then also episode 8, the one before this one, got published Friday night, if you haven't listened to that already. And thank you guys for tuning in so much. This is part 1 of usually like 3 before I put the whole episode together. So I will catch you later. So I just finished watching the latest episode of The Kardashians, and here are my thoughts. Rain Disick is either going to be a huge problem in the future, near future, or he's going to be absolutely brilliant. He's funny as shit. Like, he is fucking hilarious. But there is something in that boy that could either go left or right, and up and down. I'm just very curious about how he ends up. Will he have like his fucked up drug, decade where he gets in all sorts of trouble and he gets arrested and sleeps around, yada yada, and then he sobers up and becomes brilliant? Or is he just going to be a fucking mastermind from the beginning and then maybe crash and burn later on? That's what I'm wondering. That kid is fucking hilarious. He's so funny. If I had a kid like him, I would be absolutely terrified of what the future held. And I know I would be absolutely exhausted too. So that was my first bit of thought. Courtney and Travis and the family in Australia. I echo Courtney's sentiment about the spiders. No, I'm sorry. When they become like larger than, let's see, what's comparable? When they start getting like close to the size of appetizer plates, I'm out. No, I can't. No, absolutely not. Like, I've seen pictures on the internet and I'm not, completely sure if they are real or faked, but like the ones, and I know you've seen them too, where there is a gigantic 8-legged monster up in the corner of a room in Australia, and the thing is the size of like a baseball mitt or bigger. You know what I'm talking about. I've seen the pictures. I know you've seen the pictures, dear listener. That is an absolute no. Like, if I walked into a fucking room and that thing was up in the corner, my heart just might stop. I might die right then and there. If I manage to get out of that room, you have to burn the house down at that point in time. There's no way around it. Like, no, that you can't. You can't, because I'm not getting anywhere near it to try to capture it or kill it. No, the thing I'm sure leaps at least 4 feet, 5 feet. No, we're not doing like an alien wrap around my face thing. Absolutely not. So the only logical next step is to burn the house down. That's it. So I'm here with you, Courtney. And okay, what else happened? Kim and Chloe went to the 2 prisons, the male and the female ones, and you could tell how uncomfortable Chloe was at the male prison. And I don't blame her, because they were like swarming them. So she was nervous. I was kind of nervous for her. And then they had a nice visit at the women's prison. And, think about how shitty our prison system is in the U.S. How many people we have sitting in prisons for long-ass sentences, life sentences, and they are rehabilitatable, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people, I think, end up in those positions because they did something really heinous when they were younger. Okay, yes, maybe they did something horrific when they were a younger person, killed a bunch of people, raped, murdered, whatever, burned, arson, whatever, So, yes, they absolutely need to be punished for their crime and held accountable. Absolutely, yes. But why aren't we more focused on having them have a sentence? Yes, but during that sentence, work on rehabilitation, work on giving them skills, work on educating them so that they can grow up, they can mature, they can see the error of their ways, they can learn life skills, they can get an education, and they are better prepared to get back into society if they are capable of it. There are some people who are absolutely evil and they will never be able to be reintroduced to society because they're so fucked up, and that's very unfortunate. But I think the majority can be rehabilitated. And why are we not working on that? Why is this country so... Well, I just answered my own question. I mean, obviously, we have so many people in prison because there are so many private prisons, so it's a money scheme. Duh. Everything leads back to the money. It's just sad. Yeah. So anyways, they go and visit the prison, and then what else? A little flashback to Courtney and Travis in Australia at the amusement park. And then it kind of ends. And next episode is the last one of the season. And they have a big dinner at Kylie's house. And someone comes over, takes some blood samples, and they can tell how old their blood is and whether it differs from their actual yearly age. And Chloe's freaking out. Looks like she's putting on a good show for the last episode of the season, and I'm here for it. So that was the Kardashians. Overall, the season has been pretty boring. Again, yeah, I mean, I'm not totally upset with it, but it hasn't, they tried to stir up some drama, but it's not really working. They are struggling to find their footing as older people with kids and jobs and more responsibilities. And I don't think they have it yet. But the Kris Jenner machine is still chugging along. So we'll see what the last episode of the season brings. So I just read a report on The Hollywood Gossip, reputable source there, that there is a rumor that Kim Kardashian is set to replace Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune. And part of this article included the part about how Vanna White and Ryan Seacrest aren't getting along. And Vanna White was very optimistic about working with Ryan Seacrest after Pat Sajak retired, but things are not so cohesive between them, and she's not happy. And according to the Hollywood Gossip, there's a chance that Kim Kardashian will be replacing her. Do I think that there is any merit to this? No. Kim has plenty of shit going on already, and she could not possibly fit this into her schedule. The only possible relationship that might have some merit is if Ryan Seacrest and her do have a working relationship. He was the creator, producer, whatever, of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So there is history there. And I'm pretty sure that they are really good friends. So that's the only link that's possible. But I do not believe this could actually really be a thing. No, she doesn't have room in her schedule. She's got too much going on, especially if she's filming the show. Oh, and also, guys, Halle Berry is no longer going to be in the new Kim Kardashian show, All's Fair. where she plays a divorce attorney at an all-female firm. Halle Berry has pulled out. Glenn Close, as far as I know, is still in, but that was disappointing. Hopefully they can rope in another good celebrity to join her. Okay, another day, another dollar. It is Tuesday of the following week. I missed my self-imposed deadline of having all these segments done by end of the week on Friday so that I could upload the new episode on Saturday. But in my defense, I had like that, the day before like your period starts and you're convinced that you're completely off your rocker. You feel like you have totally lost your mind, that there's no coming back from the pits of despair that you have fallen into. You hate everything in life. Everything pisses you off. Everything makes you cry. And it's alarming how depraved you feel. I'm sure you've seen the meme going around the internet about how this happens to most women. And it doesn't matter that, you've been having periods for 30 plus years. Okay, it hasn't been quite that long for me, but still, I almost hit a cardinal. But still, it doesn't matter that you've been down this road. You have felt this way countless other times. You still forget to check yourself and to check where you're at with your cycle. And then the next day comes, your period comes, and then it all makes sense. Just about every month it'll get you. Why is that? Why do we forget about this? Why do we forget that, yes, we will have that day where we are convinced that we are psychotic, that our normal living existence is over. Like, we are just crazy. We have lost our minds. We need to be institutionalized, and the world as we know it has ended. Why does this happen every month? Collectively, as females with working uteruses. Why does this happen every month? It's so bizarre. This is how powerful hormones are. Okay? Hormones will make you really lose your mind. Like, completely lose your mind. It is astonishing. It really is. And I know there are plenty of women out there who are listening to this and saying, yep, I know exactly what you mean, because, this happens to me every single fucking month as well. Like, it's just ludicrous. Every month we have that one day where we're just crying all day, we're sad and depressed and off our fucking rockers every goddamn day. And then, 12 hours comes, 24 hours, and we recalibrate. And we do this every month. And, it's just astonishing. So, I think that's the last little bit of this episode. If you've made it this far, thank you. You're amazing. As always, I try to smooth out the audio as much as possible, but it's still rough. I know it's very rough. Still learning, still tweaking, trying to, smooth out all the edges, but it's just me. I don't have a production team, so if you've hung on this far, then I guess you can kind of listen past it, if you will. So, thank you. If you enjoy my ramblings on my morning drive, please like and share and tell anyone else who might like my pop culture ramblings. And I appreciate all of you. And I will catch you on the next episode. Thanks for listening, guys.